Alright, what up guys, it's me, GamerGuyTV here, and welcome back to another episode of, um, Roblox Studio Speed Build. So give me 1 minute to do a couple of things, and then we will get right into the video. Um, so, yeah, once again, give me 1 minute. And then we will get right into this video. Um, what just happened there? That was really weird. Um, Now, the one thing that I want to do before we actually get into the meat of the stream is this. So, like, the TikTok goal, it's a little iffy. Oh, it's the same thing. Never mind. Alright, let me take it out of studio mode. Anyway, guys, welcome back to Roblox Studio Speed Build. Now, in the last episode, what? Streamlabs, why? Streamlabs, can you do your job properly? Please, do your job properly, and don't sabotage my stream. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Once again, all apologies if the stream is just a tiny bit laggy. Once again, Streamlabs decided to just, glitch out and, like, drop my video and drop the stream quality just so much. There it goes. Finally. Finally. So yeah, welcome back to another episode of Roblox Studio Speed Build. Now, I believe we only have one more floor left to build. So this, depending on how quickly we build that floor, this may or may not be the last episode of this, like, Factory Tycoon series. Or of this Tycoon series, essentially. Once again, give me a second to do my link sharing. I always start the video with this for some odd reason. But link sharing does help. I've had a couple of people come over from Reddit and from Discord that have subscribed to the channel. So even though it's annoying in the first part of the video, because of the fact that we don't get to the actual content right away, it does actually help me, and it helps get the channel out there. So once again, bear with me. So, like, I know the Streamlabs widgets are actually working this time. Just literally due to the fact that, like, the view count is working. The chat box might not be working quite yet, but it should. There it goes. It got there. Um, anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. Sorry that Streamlabs kind of threw the thing in a loop. But couple things before we get started. Ooh, 2 viewers already. That never happens that quick. Hello. Where's my chat log? There it is. But couple things as we get started in this video. So, this is the first live stream with the brand new RGB keyboard. Which, for the record, is very nice to work with. The RGB keyboard is very nice to work with. It looks quite cool. And in the last For the King's YouTube video, I mentioned that... Oh gosh, sorry, my voice. That's how you can tell it's been a long day of class. So, in the last For the King's video, I mentioned that I might do a product review on the keyboard. I used to do product reviews, and I stopped doing them when I started actually gaining fans. Thank you for subscribing. But I stopped doing product reviews when I started actually gaining fans, and here is why. Ooh. When did I hit play game? I wasn't supposed to hit that. Sorry, that was a bad button there. Wasn't ready to test the game yet. But I stopped doing product reviews when I started gaining fans because it wasn't a gaming series. One of the things that I've loved being able to do over the years was, yes, my channel is Gamer Guy TV. It implies a gaming channel. And one of the things that I always wanted to do was I always wanted that balance between being a gaming channel and being able to just make fun content and put it out and have people enjoy it. And when quarantine hit and I started making videos, I put out a little announcements video about, let's see, I put out a little announcements video about doing more review series because of the fact that I was in quarantine and watching movies and stuff like that. So I started sort of I don't have collisions on. Hang on. I started to and I put out an announcements video about, oh my gosh. Okay, note to self, G5 is play. Like, I wish there was a way to turn the macro key off, because my mouse, not my mouse, my armrest keeps hitting it. So I keep like accidentally going to play the game. And I keep hitting it, which is very, very annoying because I don't want to test the game like every single second. Ooh, just hit a pimple on my face. That hurt. Um, no, dang it. I've also got to be careful that I don't hit G5 instead of Control. Because on every other keyboard I've had, it doesn't have macro keys. Or this one does, and the macro key is to the left of the control key, so I'm used to just going to like the most far left key, and that's G5, which will put us in testing mode, which we don't want to do. Like, we definitely don't want to go into testing mode. That would be bad, but not for the reason that first comes to mind. The reason that first comes to mind to me, because I'm a programmer, is you always want to test your code before you publish it. So, like, you constantly want to test, and as the game has progressed, I've gone farther and farther off of that method. One of the reasons I go farther and farther off of that method is simply for the fact of it takes a long time once you've gotten into the game to really effectively test it, and I don't want to spend half of the stream testing this game. Like, I want to spend more time making it and talking while I'm making it than testing it. I mean, don't get me wrong, testing it, absolute blast. It's an absolute blast, and it's the closest thing you're going to get to a playthrough of the game right now. But one of the things that is definitely, like, a thing is when you're in the programming world, you constantly want to test your build to make sure that it compiles. We ran into an issue with this with our robotics team last year. Is we were doing an autonomous program, and somebody had written like the entire thing from home because they were bored and they hadn't tested it on the robot. But it was the entire program, which made debugging it very, very hard. And the reason it made debugging it so very, very hard was due to the fact that, as I've said multiple times so far, I don't know why I keep repeating it, it was the entire program, which meant that when you run it and it throws an error, and it doesn't give you the line, because it's not a specific line error, it's a compiler error, you don't know which part of it isn't compiled correctly. And that's the thing of make sure that your game runs. You know, if I wasn't live streaming the development of this game, if it was like just me developing the game, I would be testing it like after I put that in. Or I would be testing it after I put the droppers in, not after I do the entire floor. Part of the reason I do like the entire floor at once is simply due to the fact that I'm live streaming this. I'm not just doing it on my own, and just doing one thing, then playing through the entire game, then doing one thing isn't a very fun live stream for you guys. It's fine for me, but it's not fun to watch. And you wouldn't think this would be fun to watch at all. But this is my most popular live streaming series in the history of the channel. Like, building a game beats out playing Minecraft. That is the thing that I'm still just trying to, like, comprehend is, like, I managed to have enough programming knowledge that I was able to make this a fun thing, and because of that, I've now got 67 subscribers instead of 30. Like, the big, big difference was when I started picking this live streaming series back up. That was the biggest difference in this channel's growth that I have ever seen. And I say that in a good way. Like, it's not a bad thing that this channel grew a ton. You know, one thing that I needed to be conscious of when this channel grew a ton is the fact that I had gotten used to having my own little fan base of like 30 and being able to just talk about whatever and only have my family watch it. Yeah, that doesn't work quite as well when you've got 67 people subscribed to your channel and you're getting like 6 to 7 views that aren't your family. The purpose of it gets a little bit defeated there. But I had to be careful about that. Since it's a different keyboard and it feels very different than what I'm used to, it also sounds very different than what I'm used to. I'm having to like look down when I type so that I don't just fudge everything. For those wondering what keyboard I got, I'll do a product review on it when I get time. But it's like a Red Dragon K596. I was looking at like a Red Dragon 60% one that was like no arrow keys, no arrow keys, no custom macros, no F keys. Because like the space I'm working with is very small. Like everybody had one of these desks at some point. It's like a desk, gives you perfect space to put like a monitor and then have some desk space as well. But it's got a keyboard drawer that's meant for a keyboard, not a keyboard and mouse like I'm using it. Because I've got my laptop above, sitting on the actual desk, because it is more handy to have for school at that point. And it also gives me a much better camera angle than if I was at the side. But anyway, it's the kind of keyboard that you call a 10 keyless keyboard. Now, what is a 10 keyless keyboard? It's essentially just a keyboard without a number pad. Like one of the reasons I wanted a 10 keyless one was again space, but also like I can survive without a number pad. It's not essential, and it gives me more space to be able to use a mouse pad to be able to get better DPI for my gaming. Like one of the best things about this rig is like gaming rigs, you're decked out in LEDs, like everything is RGB. Best thing about this rig is I can literally push the keyboard tray in, and it becomes like a workspace with just an unreasonable amount of monitors. So, like, I feel like it's a good thing that, like, I don't have everything decked out in RGB, but I do have, like, an RGB light strip, and one of the things I've been thinking about doing is, like, putting it around my desk. Like, I'm not sure how that would work and if I would like it, but I'm debating trying it. Let me know in the chat if you want me to try it. The only thing I wouldn't do is use the actual adhesive, because those adhesives are just wow. Like, I would tape it on from underneath so that the actual light quality doesn't get messed with, but at the same time I still keep, you know, the paint on the side of my desk. Not the paint, but the finish. You guys know what I mean. Another thing that I want to briefly touch base on is, as I mentioned in the Subnautica video, oh crud. Did I? Yes, I did. We're gonna go back to that one. In the Subnautica video, the most recent Subnautica video, I mentioned that my robotics team chose Friday nights as their practice time. Now, I'm secretly hoping that when we go... That's not how you spell fifth. How do you spell fifth? Does anyone know? That's how you spell it. But now I'm hoping that when we go back to a hybrid, we'll switch to, like, Wednesday or Thursday, because Fridays are kind of inconvenient, because it's normally, like, my gaming night with some of my friends, and, I stream for you guys. So, streaming might not be a thing. Sorry, I know I went blank there. I was texting with one of my friends about gaming tonight. But it's normally my time to just sort of have, like, me time and digitally de-chill, and that's gonna be replaced with, robotics. So, now, that being said, I start streaming between, like, 5:15 and 5:30. And robotics will probably be at, like, 3:15. Now, it's a question of, with COVID, we don't know what competitions are going to look like. So, that's going to be a little bit of a tricky thing. Like, we don't know what competitions are going to look like. So, it might be that we do, like, an hour-long practice instead of, like, 2 hours, because we don't really need to do 2 hours. Or we do, like, an hour and a half, and it ends at 4:30, and I get some of my work done. You know, stream or play video games, then do the rest of my work. I was actually able to do a majority of my homework before streaming. So, as I've mentioned, as I mentioned in a couple of videos before this, I'm treating streaming like playing video games, and my dad's counter-argument is absolutely fantastic, which is unfortunate for me. There is nothing wrong with saying, okay, I've finished my work, I'm gonna play video games for a couple hours. You know, it's a Friday night, don't have school in the morning, I'm just gonna play video games. I'm gonna treat streaming that same way. Now, my dad's argument is that, but was I really gonna play that video game, or am I playing that video game as an excuse to stream? The answer right now is, I generally don't do much Roblox Studio. So, currently, it's like playing the game to stream it, but at the same time, it's taking up that same time. Also, one of the things I found in, like, virtual school was that it was really nice to have, like, just some time to just talk and have people listen and follow me for, you know, that. But it was really nice back in the spring for that to happen. It was actually kind of nice, and in my 3 weeks that I wasn't able to live stream, I didn't have that little thing. I didn't have that, like, audience set. So I'm very glad that I've got, like, the audience and I can stream again. It is, as I've repeated many, many times at this point, it's nice to be able to live stream. It's nice to be able to get a chance to know fans better and to be able to talk about myself a little bit so that the fans know what's going on with my life, as well as what's going on with the channel. Um, Now, the one downside to that is that it's like a lot of talking about me, which like nobody is going to say that they don't like talking about themselves. And if they did, it would just be a flat out lie. Um, just gonna call those people out real quick. But there is something really kind of just like right now at the moment I've got 2 people watching and the most I've had is 5. Like in my 6 months of streaming, the most I've had is 5. But the viewer count doesn't matter. The thing that matters is that I'm having fun. And that matters much more than anything else. And that goes for like anything. Like, of course I'm gonna get excited when, somebody comes on or somebody subscribes or, a new viewer joins or there's a chat message. Of course I'm gonna get excited about that. But the thing that matters is not the amount of people that are watching this stream. The thing that matters is that I'm having fun streaming, no matter how many people watch. That's the thing that matters. Sure, one day in, 6 years I could blow up and be like the top internet sensation. And I wanted that when I first started YouTube. I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't. But then I realized that that's not how YouTube works. The way YouTube works is that you've got to make content and you've got to earn those subs. It's not just going to be you make 3 videos and bam, all of a sudden you've got like 300 subs and stuff like that. You've got to put time into it. And mind you, never is a strong word for this. I don't really want to do this as a profession. And the thing that changed my mind about that was, I forget what channel it was from, but they do a lot of play skits. Like, they do a lot of play skits and a lot of, like, gaming-related things. And they were doing a Q&A for, like, some kind of special. And it was a question of how much money do they make from YouTube? The answer to that question was about $600 a month, which none of it goes personally to them. It all goes into hiring camera crew. Paying for editing software. Stuff like that. I've been very lucky that I've got people in my family that have licenses to really fantastic editing software, and that I don't have to pay for any of it. I've been really lucky that, I don't have to pay for it, and they let me use it. So, I've gotten really lucky in that sense, and as I've mentioned a couple times before, Max Dark Hunter, who now goes by Dark31, got his own YouTube channel, and I've been helping him out a little bit because, I've been in this business for 3.5 years. I know a couple tricks to get... What? What just happened? That's not right. Hang on. Okay, it did just freak out. ignore the TikTok goal thing. Actually, bear with me a second, guys. I'm gonna go into studio mode and try and fix this. For those wondering what studio mode is, essentially, there it goes. Essentially, studio mode is a mode in Streamlabs OBS where, like right now, if I was to switch scenes to edit something in a different scene, you guys would see me switching scenes and editing it. If I put in studio mode, I can switch scenes and edit something. So, like, I could have this Roblox Studio thing as the current output, and then I could have it in studio mode and be editing something else, and you guys would just see this output. And that is the reason that I absolutely love studio mode when I need to do edits on live. Like, that means if I needed to change the property of something, that I could do it. That I could do it, and then I have to click a button to sync the changes. Like, I never understood the importance of it until I started streaming. And, like, when I say streaming, I don't mean, like, the occasional live stream that I used to do on a snow day because I didn't have any work. I mean, like, get into streaming. Probably a little bit too much. Like I did back in May. Back in April and May. Like, I never understood the importance of it. I also used Streamlabs OBS for my, oh, words are failing me right now. For the Google Drive course. And that is when I started to understand the importance of studio mode, because, like, I wanted to have scenes queued up so that when I finished saying something, I could literally press the button and then just switch it. So that's when I finally started to understand the importance of studio mode. Like, not a lot of people use it. But it is a really, really great tool to have. Just due to the fact that, again, like, I was working on, like, switching scenes and stuff. And not switching scenes, but I had something like I forgot to edit a text, and I set it to not be viewed. Then I went into studio mode, and I was editing it, and I was talking at the same time. Yep, there's a drop in frames. But, like, to be completely honest, it's great to have sometimes. I don't like using it a lot, just because of the fact that, like, if I make any little change, I've got to click multiple buttons, and sometimes I literally just need to shift a source over by, like, 3 pixels. And that's just not worth it to me. Alright. These variables are going to be called PFs for Petridge Farm. Now, back to a little bit of what I'm doing. I'll get into some more Streamlabs OBS stuff and more streaming stuff later on in the video. But the reason that I use the drop color PF, Like, Drop Color CA was the other one because of Chips Ahoy. And, like, we had Animal Crackers, which was AC. We've had Oreo. We've had Lorna Doone. The reason I use variables for this is because once you change it on one dropper, no matter how many you have, if they've got that variable in the script, they will all sync up to that. Which is what you want. It's more convenient. Because say I set it to like 10 and then try it and it's not enough and I need to set it to more. Like, what am I going to do then? The answer is you use the variable so that you don't have to worry about changing everything in a specific, like, dropper. Okay, so back to this, which is, for the record, changing around the color scheme of the dropper. So one of the things that we've kept fairly consistent throughout this tycoon is the fact that we have changed the colors of the droppers for every floor consistently. Now, a couple times I had to go off of a picture of the logo, but I actually found like a website with the color scheme of Pepperidge Farm. Sorry, not Pepperidge. Pepperidge. For Pepperidge Farm. And it's red and yellow, but we've already got a red and yellow one. So I'm going to go with a nice blend of orange and fuchsia things. Well, that might be a problem. Like, is it gonna... Okay. So, the red stuff is going to be FCB 925. Did it... Oh, caps lock is on. FCB 925. Bam. Again, that is a nice, like, orange color. So I believe that part was red. So all of the reds on this dropper, on the physical model of the dropper, are going to become this nice gold color. Also, let's get rid of the decal, and let's do that while I think about it. Oh, finally, one that's transparent. So, we'll make that one gold, and then we'll change the drop to be that as well. Last thing to do is the blue. Now, this one is going to be F27. Oh, gosh. Why is it? Ugh. Hashtag F2755F. Now, hopefully this will look better than it looks right now. Like, there really just needs to be a command to turn everything into just, like, the different color. We've got one more blue part, which is that. So, that is going to be our color scheme for this floor. I don't know why I keep saying scheme that way, but it's fun to say. Um, so, um, one of the things that, um, okay, I posted the link in this server last time and instantly went up, so if we do that again, I'm removing the link. Um, just side thing, just side note to self there. If we start going up crazy in subscriber numbers, I might not notice it as well, so somebody tell me. Backstory time. Essentially, I joined a Discord server. Like, I've joined a couple Discord servers for self-promotion to try and get my content out there so that people can find my channel and decide if they want to watch more of it and subscribe. Like, I do that on Reddit, and there's a Discord server that I'm in that's not dedicated to it's not specifically dedicated to self-promotion, but there's a self-promoting channel in the server as well, and I've been using that for like live streams, but I joined like a self-promotion dedicated Discord server. And last week I put the link in there, and within about 10 minutes we had gone up from like 62 subs to like 65. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if we start going up that much again, somebody tell me and I will take down that link. Because as much as I love gaining fans, I don't want to just gain fans that fast because I posted a link in a server. Like, I want to gain fans that fast because my content is getting out there. Like, if I'm gaining fans that fast, that is great. But I want to make sure that it's because my content is out there and it's good content and people are enjoying it. I want to make sure that is the reason for my content getting out there. Rename to Pepperidge Farm. Oh, crud. Naming. Upgrader. That's the word I was looking for. Right. We've got a lot of PFs here. PF stands for Pepperidge Farm. So, this is the only other big color thing we need to change except for walls. Now, as far as doing things that is not like, as far as doing things that are not building the Tycoon in today's video, like building the start and doing game passes and stuff, we'll have to see about that. I didn't really think about that beforehand. But at the same time, I guess it was one floor left. I'm guessing that based on the rate that we're going, we've been live for 45 minutes and still haven't gotten to putting the walls, to putting most of the buttons in, or testing the game. So I'm guessing we're not really going to have time in good consciousness to be able to do that stuff, if you guys know what I mean. Um, like, one of the things that I really enjoy is the, one of the things that I definitely, oh, my brain just decided not to tell me where that was going. Sorry about that. Um, I forget what I was gonna say. I actually do forget what I was gonna say. So, that's fun. Um, sheesh. If anybody wants to, like, remind me where I was in, like, my talking speech, then go ahead. But, um, but yeah, if somebody would like to tell me where I was in that, train of thought, feel free. Go ahead. I probably need reminding, which is the sad fact. Um, so the way we're gonna do the color changing from this is we're going to look at what parts are blue and then replace them with the color that we said was blue. And then worry about switching the red, if that makes any kind of sense. Wait, can I do this? Ha ha! Yes, I can! Oh, I love this already. Now this. Okay. That part is red. That is also red. This is blue. This is also blue. And that is red, which means the rest of these are blue as well. So now that we've done that, where's the other? There it is. We just need to go through. This person keeps calling me. I will call them, but they left me a voicemail. I'll call them back in a minute. Not in a minute, when I get off this stream. Duh. So let's copy over the code for that. And now, anything that's red gets the gold. And that's going to be the way that this gets switched over to the Pepperidge Farm color scheme. Again, don't ask me why I'm saying scheme that way. But I am, because it's fun, I guess. Oh my gosh, this is going to be vibrant. Whew. Wow. Like, I didn't know it was going to be that vibrant when I did it. Holy cow. Sheesh. Alright, that's done. That's done, which means now it's literally just this part. Bam! And we can start hooking in. So what that means is that we can start hooking in to... Oh, words. Words are good. What that means is that we can start hooking the buttons in so that we can actually buy the purchases. that we can actually buy the models that we made purchases. That's what I meant to say. Um, so in order to do that, we basically just need to copy and paste up a button, and then we're just copying and pasting all the way through. Um, Give me just a minute, guys. Taking care of some school stuff. Alright. I will be back attentive in just a second. I'm just dealing with this, and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So, basically, we can close down the purchases tab in a second, and as I'm streaming, I'm just reminded what a difference a good graphics card can make. Like, one of the things that I was doing is, so for those who don't know, I used to have the HP Envy 360, and it was a 15-inch. It had more RAM than my old Asus, so it was able to stream a little bit better. I've now temporarily got a Dell XPS, the Dell XPS 139380. It's got the 4K screen, 16 gigs of RAM. It's really, really nice. It's my dad's. He's just letting me borrow it, because mine is a 13-inch computer, or my HP was a 15-inch, and this is a 13-inch, which means it's a lot more portable. Like, I use a laptop for school, which means that, like, I can pick it up and carry it wherever I need to. I can take class from outside, and it's just much easier to, like, do work from the living room and stuff like that. So, like, that's definitely a perk to it. But the Dell can do a little bit more streaming-wise than my HP could. But the Dell is still on integrated graphics. So what is the difference between integrated graphics and a graphics card? The difference is that the integrated graphics comes with the motherboard. So, like, the integrated graphics for this Dell come with the Dell. There's no graphics card in it. Pepperidge Farm. Not caps lock. Hang on, I actually need to spell this. Which, on a keyboard you don't know that well, is actually kind of hard. Like, it's much harder than you would think. Like, this statement that I'm about to make is going to surprise you. Um, like the other keyboard that I wasn't that the keyboard that I was using before I got this nice RGB mechanical red switch keyboard was like a Logitech one from so many years ago. Like I don't know how many, but like all I know is that it was a ton of years ago. Um and like it was this really really old thing. Like so old that it didn't have backlit. Um like it didn't have a backlit keyboard. Um Not it didn't have a backlit keyboard. It wasn't backlit, which was the weird thing. Um Not necessarily weird, it was just it now throws me off. Like I used to not care, but now it just kind of throws me off a little bit. Like but I gotten so used to the feeling of it that like this keyboard is now very very weird to play on and to like use, which is the really weird thing. Um the As I just said, like the really weird thing is that it's actually easier for me right now because I'm not used to this keyboard to use an old backlit keyboard. Like it's quite weird to say as well, but like it's true. And here's the reason that it's true. I had like muscle memory of where the keys were. And the keys are so different now. It's also a very different level of sensitivity. So, again, it's like two very different things. And like this RGB keyboard, it's a gaming keyboard. It's going to be great. It was like $70. Um and my PC didn't come with Bluetooth in it, but my mom and I ordered like a Bluetooth adapter so that I could use the MX Master, which isn't a gaming mouse, but it's got like a really high DPI, um, like stuff like that. So it is yet again a very, very nice mouse. Um, I shouldn't say yet again, but it is a very, very nice mouse. And one of the things that I love about it is the fact that um one oh wow. One of the things that I love about um the MX Master um is that like the software is good and stuff like that. Um, like, the software is good. It's very easy to use. Overall, no complaints. And I can product review that as well if you guys want me to. The last time I tried to do a product review, I got a fair amount of backlash for it, which is why I'm sort of a little bit more hesitant. Because of the fact that the last time I tried to do it, I lost 3 subscribers. Like, if I didn't publish that video, I would be at 70 subscribers right now. So, like, that's the reason I'm so hesitant on all of this. Oh, no, the macro key. Not again. Well, yeah, of course, none of that stuff is gonna... I hate this stupid macro key. The software for the keyboard doesn't work, so I can't adjust the macro key. That's the frustrating part. It's not even the fact that the macro key is the macro key. It's the fact that the software, I downloaded it, and it won't run. Which pretty much means I'm out of luck for this macro key, and this is just going to be a pain every time I live stream. Which I'm now coming to the realization of. But that's okay, because I'm probably not going to be live streaming as much. I'm in honors physics and honors geometry, and I got out at 12:30 today and finished my work literally 10 minutes before I started to live stream. Now, that being said, I didn't start my work until about 3. Or maybe even 3:30, just due to the fact that I got out at 12:30, I worked out, I went for a run, and then after I went for a run, I showered, I had a robotics programming meeting to discuss various different methods of how we want to organize the code this year. That ended at like 2:30. I ate lunch. It was 2:40 something. I recorded a YouTube video. I recorded the For the King video. That took me till like 3:15. Then I was on the phone with my dad for a while, so that took me till like 3:30. And then I had to clear off my desk to get enough space to work. So by the time I did all that, it was like 3:45. So that being said, I can probably figure out time to get most, if not all of my work done before streaming, but I don't want to make any kind of big commitment. And before you guys ask me why, here's why. Basically, streaming is one of those things that I get, like, really into it. Like, I love streaming. Like, I get into it, and like, it's really fun. But sometimes I get too into it. Like, sometimes, like, I had to stop. I had to take a 3-week break from streaming because of the fact that I started to want to sacrifice hanging out with my friends to be able to live stream. And that's just not an okay thing, to want to sacrifice things to be able to live stream to, like, right now. Perfect example. 1 viewer. One. I'm literally live streaming to one person. Like, that is the perfect example. Like, I'm literally live streaming to one person. And, like, just, I shouldn't be sacrificing to be able to do this. This should be a thing of, like, if I got all my work done and I don't have anything else to do, then I'll do this type thing. That's what it should be. It shouldn't be along the lines of, you know, it shouldn't be along the lines of, I've got physics homework and geometry homework that I still need to do, but I'm gonna live stream. Also, guys, if you want to keep up with the channel and updates, I'm going to get better about posting updates in my Discord server. So if you guys would like to join the Discord server, let me know and I will put it in the chat. So, we've gotten the buttons for, like, the dropper and upgrader. Oh, there goes that viewer. Possibly. Streamlabs could be lying. Or, sorry, YouTube could be lying to me. Streamlabs normally does most of the lying. Yeah, it was Streamlabs. Alright. Something with the upgrader didn't go in. And that is why. How did I spill stuff all over myself? That is because I forgot to do that. And this will be 6100. Here we go. Let's try this. That looks better. Alright. So, we are not testing the game quite yet. That is on the list of things that we need to do, but not quite yet. First, we need to do the walls. We need to do the walls, and we're just gonna... Alright, here's the way this is gonna work. So, we're gonna do the walls. Oh, hello, viewer. But we've got to do the walls. Let's see. 7, 8, and 9. Here we go. Um, Control D. There we go. Let's take this wall 7 and rename to wall 10. Oh, hello. Discord keeps getting in the way of my, like, texting notifications. So, not texting, but chat notifications. So if I type something really dumb, that's why. Let's see here. So, 7. No, don't want to touch wall 7. I got the wrong wall. I hate it when that happens. Oh, great. So, that was 10, 11, 12. So this needs to be 13, 14, and 15. I am not on it at all tonight. Wait, 13 already exists. 13, 14, and 15. There we go. Gosh, it's been a long day. Let's see. There's also a button up. There's a button, and we'll fix it when we're done doing this. So, this will be gold. Like, that'll be gold. And then this will be gold as well. And then I'm gonna need to get this. Control C. There we go. Need to see this, and then walls not 15. 14 needs to be like that. Aha. These are very colorful walls in this Tycoon. Sheesh. Well, there's the Tycoon. Just need to wire up the walls. Actually, if it was down there, then it's right. Yeah, if it was down there, then it's right. Actually, no. If it was here, then it wasn't right. I am so confused. I screwed this all up. Buttons. Like, I don't need that. Object 10 by 5th floor. This is what I need. Dependency. There we go. Wall 12. That could have ended very, very badly. But it didn't. So, let's be glad that it didn't. Because if it did, that could have been a very big problem. And I can explain why. If you want me to explain why, I'll explain why. If not, I won't. Alright. Now we can go back up here. And where are the by walls? There we go. Control D. Bring up the button. Rename by walls. Let's just go 62. We'll make these go up by 100. Why not? I think I actually got that without looking down at the new keyboard, which is going to be just impressive. Wall 13, price of 6200. Now, Control D, move it over, rename to 63, and now upgrade walls. Oh, so as I do this, or actually, no, because we're not going to be long doing this, so I will save this thing that I want to talk about until we go to test our game, and then I'll talk about it, because it is exciting news. I am happy to say. Believe me, it is very exciting news. And I am very excited that I was able to get it working. So I will let you guys imagine what it could be while I finish up here, and then I will officially announce it. Where's the upgrade walls that we just did? It can't be that far. Okay, maybe it can be. Here it is. Do we have 13, 14, 63? Yep. Oh, we dropped a viewer. Oh well. Hopefully said viewer will be back soon. No. Where'd the duplicate go? I need to duplicate it and then do that. Rename to 6400. Now, properties dependency is on wall 14. Object is wall 15. And price is 6400. Now, before we... Well, first of all, let's just test run this to make sure that we actually got the names correct and that I didn't just fudge everything up. With a new keyboard, that is bound to happen. It looks like we got everything correct. So, before we can officially finish off the building of this tycoon, we have got to do two things. First, roof. Let me capitalize that. We need a roof to our tycoon. Where am I going with this? Nope. Where's purchases? There it is. Finally. But we need a roof to our tycoon. So we are going to... Oh gosh, that's way higher than it looked. Collisions off. Bring to like there, and then collisions back on, because collisions are absolutely fantastic to have. Alright, so now that we've got the roof on the building, we just need to copy up one of the, like, by floor things. Here we go. By 5th floor. And now rename it to by, turn caps lock off, by roof. Oh, with a price value, of course. 6,500. Absolutely beautiful. Alright. Now dependency is wall 15. Not wall 115, but wall 15. Object is going to be roof. And then price is going to be 6,500. Let's save so that our progress still stands. Let's make sure that worked. Yep. So we have got a couple of variables we need to make, and then we can get into testing this game. Like, you guys have no idea how excited I am about being able to test the game and have it just about being able to test the game and have it work and be able to see all of this stuff in action. Okay, so I'm going to do this real quick. We've only got one viewer, so it's not really a big deal, I guess. Here we go. That goes. That'll go in a folder. Give me just a second, guys. Sorry it's taking a little bit longer than normal. Alrighty. So, that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and break the rules again. There we go. That should do it. Alright. So, variable creating. This is one of the hardest yet most fun parts of game creating. So, literally all that's left in this stream is just creating the variables and then testing. So we can take upgrade value LD and rename it to upgrade value PF because that's what we use to abbreviate Petridge Farm. Now, we can do that. We can also duplicate drop color LD to be drop color PF, assuming I don't fat finger the F key again. And we're gonna go with that at, like, I don't know, I don't feel like we have many, like, yellow ones. So, let's go with gold. Drop color LD, drop color Oreo. Yep. That's already got some yellow. So let's go with like that teal color. And now we can duplicate drop value LD. So what was the one below it? Chips Ahoy. That's 30, so this will be 40, and upgrade value will also be 40. So that should be all that we need to do in this video in terms of building this tycoon. I'm stoked. I'm very, very happy right now. Yep, everything works. Awesome. What audio is it going to? Oh, so it's going there, so if I do this, is it gonna... Okay, it still goes through there for some reason. It's fine. Even if I do that. It's fine. The audio gets a little bit messed up when I'm streaming. But, as I said before, the big news. Not big, but big. Not big, but big. Is that earlier today, I did some tests on... live streaming Battlefront 2. Now, what is so special about Battlefront 2, you ask? Well, I was never able to use it. Like, just never was. Because of the fact that, like... So, to give you guys an idea, this stream... like, this stream on my laptop, I had to have my 1080p display set at 150% scaling. And I had to have the frame rate and the streaming resolution that it was at was 1280 by 720, so it wasn't even 1080. And I had to have it at 20 frames a second with a 2500 bitrate, and it struggled with that. Like, it got feelably hot. So I've got like a really good streaming PC currently. Not streaming, really good gaming PC. There is actually a difference. And it's not actually just what it's called. But, you know. Where'd my cursor go? There it went. Let's see. Wrong set of keys. Let's collect the money that we just had roll in. And now we can go through the wall buying process. It's good to see that the first floor walls still roll in correctly. But as I was saying, that like... Um, yeah, Battlefront 2 live streaming. My laptop could run it when it was at like 6 frames a second, but at that point, it's not a good stream. Like, you guys can't even hear the audio. Um, like, you guys wouldn't even be able to hear me speak at that point. Like, it would just be so just, like, choppy and stuff that, like, it wouldn't be good. Like, when I say it wouldn't be good, I'm not kidding. Like, it wouldn't be a good stream. And my general rule of thumb is I only stream if I know it's gonna be good. Sometimes I'll do, like, test live streams, but those are either on my Twitch or on a different channel. For the record, if you're not following my Twitch, go follow it. Um, but yeah. So I ran a test live stream over to Twitch, and it streams it smoothly. Like, it streams it very, very smoothly. Um, there's the occasional, blip here and there, but I mean, you can sort of expect that. This even has the occasional blip here and there. Um, like, nothing is absolutely perfect at this. But that means when we hit that 75 subscriber marker, we're close, as you guys can see up at the top of the stream. That means that we will actually have the equipment to do the Battlefront 2 live streaming series like I've wanted to do for a while now. And that would be featuring Max Dark Hunter, by the way. That would definitely be featuring Max Dark Hunter, assuming he could do Friday nights once school goes back full swing. But, you know, it's an interesting thing. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, I did get it running. Like, I got it running. It works really well. Unfortunately, it is not using Streamlabs, so we won't have the same text box and we won't have the same subscriber goal. It'll be a different subscriber goal. But XSplit works beautifully when I'm streaming over to Twitch. So I can hope that when I go to implement it into YouTube, that it works just as well. Oh, lag spike. Like, I love the fact with this computer that when I hit a lag spike, it doesn't go to, like, 2 frames a second. It goes to 30. Like, that is absolutely hilarious to me. But, like, it is just absolutely hilarious to me that that's what it does. Like, I would never have thought that that's what it did. But that's exactly what it does. So... Alrighty. Let's see here. What can we buy with the money that we've now got? No, don't have enough for that, and don't have enough for that either. The goal of testing the game is A, to see how long it takes, and B, to make sure that everything works. So that's part of the reason why I enjoy it so much. Let's see, does this have... Dang it. Doesn't have the self-promotion that I want. Alright, I will link share to one last thing. Yeah, this stream is probably gonna end pretty soon, because I've got to eat dinner as well. And I'm also probably hopping on with some of my friends from camp to do Minecraft tonight. I might try and live stream that over to Twitch as well. So go follow my Twitch if you want to see the Minecrafting. Like normal, there won't be like voice, but you know, I generally don't use voice on my Twitch because like I don't actually know why, but at the same time, like it's a nice little privacy thing as well. Cause like not privacy, I tend to keep my voice streams to when I'm YouTubing. Like, the goal of Twitch is so that I can make a highlight reel and be able to, like, publish that over to Twitch. It's actually been a lot more fun live streaming on Twitch than I thought, to be totally honest. Oh, so close. But... like, my Battlefront 2 live stream tomorrow, I'm gonna try, not live stream, my Battlefront 2 gaming session tomorrow, I'm gonna try and live stream over to Twitch, because I want to try and see how the computer does while streaming a game with that intensity for a while. What did I do? How do I change the color mode on my keyboard back? Was it always that way? No, it was from the other way. Ooh, that looks cool. Sorry, I'm going through, like, the different RGB lighting modes. Like, one of them has the mode that I want. But it's not giving it to me. Hello again. I guess it was always going that direction. I didn't think it was, though. Are the side RGBs still doing the same? Yep. Ah! What did my view thing do there? That was really weird. Okay, so we need another 3K for that. Um, let's see. So while we're waiting for cash to come in, create highlight video. That didn't end it, did it? Oh, interesting. So, like, I can create highlight video. How did I not know this? Like, how? This seems so obvious. But, like, I just didn't know this. Huh. Like, I can create a highlight video with, like, oh, that's neat. Alright, I'm not gonna do it, but that's neat. Um, hey, learn something new every day. Which I guess is a good thing. Um, but yeah, the Battlefront 2 live streaming should be in place within the next couple of weeks. With high school, I don't actually know when that'll be, because I had about, let's see, including class time, about 4 hours of physics work to do today, and I've still got a lab to do. I'm doing that tomorrow. Don't worry, it's on my list. But it's a lot of work. It's also just probably also because I'm in honors physics. I'm also in honors geometry. So I'm kind of worried about that as well. Like, it's going to be a lot of work, and I'm hoping that I will be able to keep doing YouTube as I do, as I continue to do high school. But, you know, I might not be able to keep the same 4-day-a-week schedule, in which case I will switch back to the old Friday, Sunday. I don't like switching back to the old Friday, Sunday, because I like getting more content out. I mean, what creator doesn't at this point? Just spin in circles on this. There we go. So we're getting close to... I think this is the 4th floor. So we're getting close to the floor that we added in today, which is what we really needed to test. It's just taking forever to get there. So I'm not making any promises, but next week's live stream, if next week's live stream happens, it's going to be the Minecraft live stream. So if it does happen, it's going to be the Minecraft live stream. If it doesn't happen, then it probably won't be the Minecraft live stream. But the next time that a live stream happens after this stream gets ended, it'll be the Minecraft live stream, and then it'll rotate like that. And when we hit 75 subscribers, I'll put the Battlefront one in rotation. I'm really glad I got the gaming PC that can handle streaming games like Battlefront, because I was thinking about it, and if I didn't have a gaming PC that was able to handle Battlefront, I was going to have to resort to streaming like SimCity. Just as an example, like, SimCity isn't bad. SimCity's great. I played it as a kid a lot. I say as a kid as if I'm not a kid. Well, I'm not a kid, I'm a teen, but, you know, that's that. But I played it a lot when I was younger. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. 5th floor. There we go. This will be the test. This will definitely be the test. But like since I've got the PC that can do that can stream a heavy amount of gaming, it should hopefully work out to be really effective so that I can do games like Battlefront 2, and then, you know, if I want to add in like a 4th live streaming series. And streaming is definitely going to be much more of a summer thing from now on. Like, I only did it in the spring because I had so little work and, like, everybody was around a computer screen, so I knew I was going to get a lot more viewers. Like, those were the only 2 reasons that I did it. Now with high school starting up and being in honors classes and, you know, maybe going back hybrid, it's going to be a lot of work in not a lot of time for me to do things like streaming. Now, what is entirely possible is that it could go to an every other week thing where, you know, when I've got a free in the afternoon, I stream, and when I've got, like, but when I've got classes all day, I don't stream. It could be something like that. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm figuring this thing out as I go along. Well, we have officially tested the game, so let me make sure that this... I thought that was the case. So I'm going to start to outro the video as I do this, because it's not going to take long, let's be honest. So, no, collision's off. Just have to do something like that. Control S. Alright, so as I outro the video, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel and are watching this on playback, feel free to subscribe. If you're new to the channel and are watching this live, feel free to subscribe. If you like the video, let me know in the comments suggestions you have for the next live stream. And I'll see you guys in the next